So, just a quick disclaimer. This did not turn out how I wanted it to, but I'm just going to piece it together and upload it. You are learning in the pulse chain, though. Might be beneficial. At least I learned something, so maybe you will too. Okie dokie. So, going to finish up this video that I started a couple days back. Apparently it was just 3 days ago. It feels like it was 3 weeks ago. But, so, I guess I was a little tired and I don't do a lot of things. But I just want to start out with saying I did not do it right. It's a learning experience, so if you want to check it out, be my guest. So as you can see here, what I was looking at and following along with here, and was this V3 profitable liquidity money machine. I love liquidity. And then once he explained how to pull out and how this V3 situation works, I was like, oh, this is cool, I want to do that. But what I did when I got over here is just kind of subconscious took over, and I clicked on the V4, and then was scrolling around looking for, you know, what I wanted to do, chose ate it, and then just got after it. So that's how I am. Without further ado, check it out. It's a learning experience, and this is the original of what I did. And cheers. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and strap in. We're going to chit-chat about a little bit of some higher level crypto concepts today. I am actually learning these myself, but should be neat. Thanks to, let's come over here, Mr. Steven here. He did an amazing job figuring this out and sharing it with the universe. Definitely check his video out. This is great. You know, we're snacking together, having a little drink, learning the knowledge that is provided to us through Coco here. Thank you very much. So, what I wanted to take a peek at and ponder and whatnot is the ADA cow system. I am attracted to this one because there was no LPs. So since there's no LPs, it I don't know, has more X's, I guess. I don't really know how that works, but there is no X's to be had because there's no chart there. But if we look over here, we can see we've got 54,000 X multiplier to be had. It's interesting. And then right there, almost 10,000. So what I'm gonna do some mints, make some LP, and then see what happens in the long term. Figured I'd bring you along for the ride. So, first step, obviously, pause this video, watch Coexistence Stevens, and then refill your drink after you finish that video. Then come and watch this one, and then we can do it together. Just, you know, maybe you're choosing a different coin. Maybe you want to join in on some ADA fun. Whatever you're feeling. I don't fully understand yet what it is that, like, the whole in and outs. So, you know, I'm going to finish this video, then rewatch Coexistence Stevens' video. But what I'm going to do here is pretty simple.
I guess to log in.
So let me start. Let me back up. We'll start from this page, which is, you know,
so
website right there.
do that.
Now, you want to mint something. Obviously, you want to start with home. It's got that 55,000X. So put, you know, a little something in there. So, what you see there? What I did, I clicked the mint. The mint button gives you what you need to get that 55,000X. Boom. But that's not all.
Logged in.
That opens this page up.
Snack.
If you want to make your life easier to be had, this is what you do. You click on this multi-hop button.
Only got $30.
Right, simple, easy,
My
peasy.
name, I
Then
know.
hit the X on that. Now,
It's a sad time.
you're ready to cook with some fire. Easy peasy. All you gotta do is click some buttons and you're ready to rock. Let me turn off my laptop mouse. It's glowing, it's distracting me. Just like these delicious little fluffy things are distracting me. Like, oh, so good. No. We click this connect button.
I'm going to click the wallet connection button. As you can see, I already have bought some tokens. We refresh the balance, and this is what we got. I did run some mints already. Just kind of wanted to get my feet wet. This was a little while back before I fully kind of had the full picture grasped. But now, that video really put the clarification on it. Like, I was there, but I needed that little zest. So thank you, Coco, for the zest of knowledge to really complete what it is I needed to understand this. So, well, anyways, what I want to do is grab the contract address. Let's see how many W's I've got going on in that there device. So I'll come over here, drop it right there. And then now we've got that, and we can just flip and drop it. We got $1 here. Oof. Like I said, it was just some testing. But what we're going to do is click that, drop it into the scanner. This isn't the scanner, but it's a scanner. That's not what I wanted. So we drop that back over in there. Drop her in. And yeah, this one's neat too, which is I found this out afterwards. It's on, Maria's got it over on, yeah, Ethereum. Let me just set it a little more up. So, I want the pulse chain. I was thinking I should buy it with teddy bear. Let's take a look at the pulse chart real quick though. So the pulse chart does have a lot more liquidity, so we should probably get it from there, which makes life very simple. I don't really want to sell my teddy bear. But look at that. What a nice little run here. These people, thanks to Coco and others in the community, we are learning together for the greater good of pulse chain. It's beautiful. I don't know where it is we're going, but what I do know, it's going to be a fun ride. But anyways, so next, we come over yonder and drop it in here, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Visit the library. And then we drop it in here. Yeah. A daughter's dream. Before. To be honest, I don't fully understand this part. This didn't exactly tell me what I wanted to know. So let's take a look and examine it. It gives us the time it was created. Okay. So with just the date, this coin has 7 energy. If we add 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, so it has 3 energy as well. Interesting. Childlike, interesting. Hunter's dream. A boy's dream to be a hunter. The thoughts. They're there to be had. You'll learn more about that page, but so I'm guessing it doesn't have a before. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking cow doesn't have a before. I don't know if cow has a parent. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so then in that instance, what we're gonna do is just buy it. Easy peasy. $20. I think maybe I want more than $20. $31? $31.65? Yeah. This sounds good. So we buy that. Buy it up. I got it, don't worry guys. This is pretty slow and boring. I'm probably just gonna have to edit this video. So hopefully it's not garbage, because it's like really edits be like, oh man, why did I snack the whole time? It's because this is a chill video. Remember, it's a chill video. Chill educational video. So you don't work this time, trader. Let me in my wallet. Thank you. I mean, what are you looking for? Looking for my crumbs? Yeah. No crumbs for you. Wow, that was aggressive. Now I am the proud owner of $30 worth of cow. Very nice. We can come back over here to the V4 minter. Rather, let's go to the multi-hop minter V4 token page. And then simply select your cow parent token. And for the child, we take home. For home, let's see, let's do what, maybe like 88888. Let's refresh. There we go. So that will be, yeah. I might throw another one. That's what I thought. So let's come back over here and throw 1 and a 2 and a 1, and it gives us 10. Oh, this one will be a little fatter than the rest, so let's bring it up to 2. How do I feel about that? I think I kind of like that. We'll go with that. And then all you do, once you select your amount of tokens, your parent and child, connect your wallet. Optimization of multi-hop, go. Simply sign a transaction. Make the window small because I hate that it makes it big every time. And then I just, have hopes and desires that potentially I'm going to just make it small enough times it's going to stay small. We can only hope, right? Can only hope. Executing the mint. This is not a very fast process, guys. Sometimes crypto takes some patience. And right when you take that breath, you get your transaction. Now, we refresh. Look at that. We got 3, 3, 4, 6, 4, 1. Let me come over here, okay? What I'm going to do is grab that home contract address. Come back to Pro 6. And add some liquidity. For that liquidity will bring us justification. It's being quite slow. Boom. Ida. Not Ida. That's the wrong one. We need cow. Cow. Let me just max that out, okay? Oh wow. There's an LP. Intriguing. I want to get into the rest of them. I don't think I want them that small. $3. That's it. $8 on both sides. So I could I could hop 2 ways, which would make it so that I could have a coin stand. I can kind of pair it up, kind of how I feel. And this one's only at 25x. So I also could just make that one smaller than the rest. For now, at least. So we can come to multi-hop, kind of compare that. Solid. Yeah. Cow to sell. We're looking at quite a multiplier from home. I didn't realize the multiplier is stacked in such a manner. That makes sense, honestly. But damn. So what about the ADA? Yeah, that makes sense. That's bonkers. Wow. So I'm gonna multi-hop right into that. Mints 288 home. Cost cow. One, I don't think this is refreshed. Yeah, there we go. So 1, which is what I have, is gonna be 16. And that equals that big of a multiplier. That's crazy. It's so crazy. Well, we'll go ahead and do that. Then I'll have 2 of those and some coins left to do a little LP in. So we got 5,000 of those. That's not even bad. So a 0 on there. What do we got? So now we have 19 cow left. What I could do is actually do pulse. Do a small cow pair LP, and maybe do some pulse LPs. Help actually create the price more. Could be a good idea. Could also be a way to lose my tokens if I don't do the right ratio. So, we'll see. $5 million gets me 369 0. What is when I had 369? Cost me. Okay, we're just gonna add that to it. Man, this chair sucks. But now we've completed the mints. Yeah, I know where I'm going, don't you worry. Not really, it's in the name. You know, nothing here is financial advice. But now we give Anwi's cute little husky some pets and then make some LPs. Now I have 19 left. We want to take 19 and split that 3 ways. I'm gonna do it the easy way. Bring that out. Let's see here. We'll do the 19. Is that one too many? Yes, it is. There we go. Take that. We want to divide it. We want to divide it in 4 ways. Beautiful. Yep, I like that. $2. Whatever happens, happens. We gotta confirm some things here. You gotta allow PulseX to have access to your liquidity tokens. I personally just can't give it max access. It's just my own thing. But I don't like paying for it all the time, so I kind of do random numbers that I feel like in a moment. For this, we're gonna do that. And then just confirm that again. And we're gonna do it another time. Patience is a virtue, guys. It's important to take your time. There's no need to rush. And this gives me 90%, even with just with 297. I get 99.63%. That's awesome. Transaction is completed. Now it wants access to the cow. I could have done that a moment ago. But it is what it is. We're just gonna, for this one, do that. Hit that. Throw some 8 cents front behind it. And drop it. Skadoosh. Look at that. We just gotta do that 4 more times. 3 more times now, actually. And it's mission accomplished. We created some LPs. We made it some tokens. And apparently took that $30 and gave it some mad gains. Basically, where's the X's at? I mean, it wasn't 36 that we multiplied, but, you know, those are some X's, okay? The $30 got split and divided among it all. And then just kind of click on this. Get out of my pocket, dude. Eat the crumbs on the floor. And then we want to connect that sale to, I guess cow. Not really exactly sure how these should be done exactly. Now that I'm thinking about it, but do your thing, you know? Why not, right? I'm gonna keep doing what I was planning on doing here, and yeah, go from there. So that can kind of conclude this here video. Like, subscribe, comment, hit the belly button, and all. We'll start here. No, actually, we'll just come over here and I'll just show you the differences. So, Ada now has a price. It's a kind of a neat price, and I find it interesting, and I don't fully understand why it happened. If I cost it or not, but it appears the multipliers have gone up from what they were at, so that's interesting for sure. Now Home has a 73, and Ada has a 13, and Ada was like $13 a coin. Right there it says it's 11.33, but the reason I say 13 is because we come over here, we put 1 Ada in, we take this number, we come over here, compared to Pulse, and how much cow it takes to make an ADA. And what we have, as you see, is it now takes 23 cow to make one ADA. So yeah, I found that to be quite interesting from where I started to where we're at now. As far as I know, these numbers are the same. Nope, those ones are now different too. They were not updated. So now let's do this again. Refresh it. 36074. 36074. So okay, it was still given the right numbers, even though those multiplier numbers up at the top were not. Where'd it go? Did I just hit the X on that? There it is. So these multiplier numbers were not updated, but that's cool because it showed you the multipliers from when I started to what happened after I did what I did, which what I did was make some LP. Neat, I would say. Crypto, it's pretty sweet. That's how I am. But so I'm gonna finish this out though. I want to get some more sale LPs and potentially a couple more ADA, maybe some more ADA LPs, and then we're gonna move on, and it'll be a new video at that point where I actually move into the V3. Either looking through here, figuring out where I want to add to, create some LP, mint some tokens, or what I is actually leaning towards is creating my own V3 minter. Okay, so this is where we left off at. I made some ADA pools. Now we're going to make a couple sale pools. Probably, I'm thinking, just going to go ahead and connect it to home, make a pulse pool, and just a small fed pool, or FOD pool, however you want to say it. I prefer FOD though. And then that'll be what we do here. So, just to kind of run through things, as we do, we first of all need to get some cow. So we'll come over here, click on cow, and then let's say here. So what we can actually do is kind of go like this, and refresh real quick. And I have enough for that. If I want to do one more, I'm gonna need some more, but I already have 7,000. So actually, I think that's not bad. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and scoop up a little bit of cow just so I can mint a bit more. Let's see, what's 25% look like? 20 bucks. I think that is pretty fair. Yeah, let's run that up. Go ahead and go with it. There we go. So now we got some cow. Take that cow over here. And let's see, I didn't really pay attention too closely. Gotta refresh the page first. Still not there. Refresh balance. Let's do that. Oh, I'm still connected with the wrong wallet. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. So now we got 40. That is going to take half of my balance. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that. I don't want to do that. We're going to do that. And confirm. And then wait patiently, obviously. And then, now that it's confirmed, we'll be able to mint the tokens. Optimize mode I have mint. Beautiful. Confirm. And bada boom. We went from cow to home over to sale. And now we've also over doubled the balance. So that's pretty cool. Technically, just based off of what this says, I just took that $20 worth of cow. Technically, that was $10 worth of cow. And I just 2 million X'd it. Crazy. Don't know how to visualize that. That's why I'm creating LPs. It's the only way I know how to visualize price on crypto. So that's what we're doing. So we got Pulse here. Then we'll come over here, go to sale. We are the first creators of this. So this is really the important part. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Or actually, no, we're going to duplicate this. And unpin it because I don't need to keep it, but I just want to use it for now. And then we go like that. Put cow in here. And then come back over here. We go from cow to sale. Let's see here. We got 15,000 tokens. So let's just say 555. Oh, that's going to be a lot of tokens. I don't want to do that many. What about 369? That is much more reasonable. We'll go with it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Reject. Okay, so what we do here is we forward sale 369. And then we come to the multi-hop minter. So according to minting price, as of this moment, to get 369, you need that amount, 868 some odd million cow. So then we can come over here and put that into this, and that gives us our starting LP. I'm just going to do 15,555 though. 50 cents, this is just going to be a dollar LP for now. That's totally fine. We're just doing smaller LPs this time, because like I said, I don't really know exactly what coins I wish to do with it. So, just going to kind of start light, see what happens over time. So far, not crazy things have happened, other than after I made the ADA LPs, we have a price on the spine tracker. But over on the treasury system, it still does not see price or LP. So I'm not sure how exactly it tracks it on the treasury system website. So at least we've got it on the spine tracker. Now that we've approved that, we can actually come back over here and supply it. So confirm that transaction, and then now we have our first LP created for sale. And now that we have that first LP and our price point, what we can also do is take this number and put that in here, connect it as well. Oh, this one has a price point already. Oh, and it's 1-to-1. So is that actually what it's supposed to be? And then the minters are showing the difference between that? I think that's what it might be. Interesting. Interesting indeed. See, this is a learning process. I clearly don't know exactly what it is I'm doing here. I'm just doing because I learn by doing. And we already created the LP there, so it is what it is. We'll probably get some arbitrage. Let's see if it popped up already. So if it instantly slapped for arbitrage, it'll be there, and it is. It did get hit, but it didn't get hit like I thought I did. Oh, and I created the 1-to-1 before I was thinking that this is how they should be set up. If you come back over here, it said it was 3 days ago. 3 days ago is when I was messing with the LPs in the first place. I just did it with a really small. This was one of the first ones I did because I was like, I don't really know what LPs to make here. I'm just going to kind of throw some things together, see what happens. So, what we will do here is increase the value of that one and see what happens with the arbitrage bots. Right, I almost just can't really increase the pools that much because I don't have that much thing. So I guess what we'll do then is just kind of see what happens with adding 1,000. See, does that have a price? It does not have a price. So if that doesn't have a price, then I'm just going to do that. We're going to enable it. See what happens here. What are we really doing the cow? And just give it all that, sure. And then just because I'm probably going to play around with this some more, we'll give it one little extra one there. Actually, we'll just go like this. Boom. Confirm that. It's going to be approved momentarily, and then we can kind of see what happens over here with that LP. Let's see what pops up on CoinGecko. Does not. I've noticed so far, DAX Tools discriminates less when it comes to this. You actually have a switch here, so you can hide lower activity things. And that transaction went through, so let's see if something will happen. Yep, there it is. And it doesn't look like the bots are going to peg for anything there. But honestly, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be 1-to-1 or if it's supposed to be for minting value. But I'm leaning more towards it's supposed to be 1-to-1 because when we think about it, implied lowest child price at parity. So therefore, everything should be $17 at parity, or whenever these at parity to cow token, maybe they're $17 and then the cow token is going to be whatever price it is, or they're all $17. These are questions that we're, need answered still, but we're getting somewhere slowly. Increase the supply there, that was cool. Got a 31x now, and no price yet. So at that point, what I'm going to go ahead and do is connect it to FOD. I also want to come back over here and kind of look at this again. So sale is on top, even though it's on the bottom of the bus, so I don't know. Put that in there, click here. This does not exist. And I'm going to, let's see, how much is that? 38 cents. That's fine. And then sale, I guess we'll do the kind of the same situation I just did. Do 50 cents. Let's see if I can actually just do it this way. Nah, I cannot do it that way. shoe, that means we just do it the way we did the first time. We want 30 cents cow's worth. Or actually, I can do it over here now. Oh, no, I can't because it's not there. But there's $1 here. If I put this in here and I grab this, I think that's how I can get this to see it. Nope, not how it works, I guess. It is what it is. Do I YOLO it? Nah. I've definitely had issues there. I don't know why I'm clicking on things all over the place. I come back over here. And actually I can click that. 28%. Oh no, I want to hit pulse. That gives me the ratio. There we go. Now I can see exactly what it is that I'm looking for. So that, right now in current ratio, this amount of sale is worth that much pulse. Like I'm saying, thinking out loud, I believe I actually set that pulse ratio incorrectly, but that is the ratio that it is right now, so I'm okay with it. I'm happy with the way that'll work, because as things move and fluctuate and parity is, hit or gradually increased, these ratios are going to change as well, which in turn obviously gives me more value in my LPs from the fluctuation. I will do that. I guess so. I don't know why I clicked 8 there, but whatever. So now we can connect. We want 369. 369 is going to be worth 52 cents. We come to FOD. 25% is okay. So which is all of it? All of it is only 38 cents. So I know that that is incorrect, which is going to cause some arbitrage to happen. So we can use that as an experiment to see in what it is that does happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Definitely don't want you to have access to that. No, sir. You can just do that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll give you one extra 5. Yeah. And I confirm. Squeaky ass chair now. Yeah, it's fun. And then once it's confirmed, actually, I'm thinking that'll kind of conclude sale for the time being. Gonna see what happens here. See when it pops up over here, and if it ever does. And then the only other thing for conclusion purposes is I would say to kind of check this out, which I already did pull up. We'll pull it up here, so you can see all of the pools. Like I said, this one does not discriminate. So there's 5 pools. I just kind of used what I had going on. I had some peppy, $5 peppy, so I was like, sure. This feels like a meme, so why not connect it with another meme? It's what I had on hand, so it's, like I said, it's what I used. I really like Unity. I had that on hand as well. Figured why not give it some, a connection that's going to move around a lot, generally speaking, hopefully, to the upside over time, obviously. And then Common Pulse just seemed important to have connected to. And then, yeah, so that's what I did. We'll see what happens and how it happens. Now I'm connecting Sale to some things. Sale we did a little bit different. Like, I didn't connect ADA to FOD. It's the way I figured it could be for arbitrage purposes, really. That's why I did that. Creating fluctuations in Sale versus ADA, and then also making it so that if nobody else makes a ADA FOD ratio, then technically if you want FOD with ADA, you can sell your ADA you can trade ADA for Sale, and then Sale for FOD. See what I'm saying? So now we've got that created. Look at that. And we'll back up. Now we got Sale. Let's see if it's up. Doesn't always pop up right away, but this time it did. 75 cents total. And no bots have come in, so it's very low liquidity for this one, so it's kind of understandable. But just wanted to kind of leave it lower liquidity, kind of check back over time and see what it is that happens. So we'll give this another quick refresh. And nope, nothing yet. I'm thinking that the coins may be, or the liquidity may be a little too small to actually create the pair for C, or it just hasn't updated yet. But one thing I did just notice here, the implied parity price has just went up by $1. That is quite intriguing, if I do say so myself. I would think at that point, as these other coins are minted into existence from Cow, that price parity is going to continue to rise. And that is very intriguing to me for a concept. Yeah, other than that, I think that concludes this educational follow along, I guess, that I didn't really realize I was doing the wrong thing at first. But it's fine. I really like LP, so creating LPs is what I do anyways. And I'm here for the long game. End of the story. I got short-term bags and long-term bags. My LPs are my really long-term bags, and they just interest me. Namaste. Hit that bell, like, comment.
And now I bring you the final conclusion of the whole process. Even though, it wasn't exactly the goal, I had a good time, and I learned a lot. And now that we got the sale LPs created, ADA actually has a number over here. So super cool. That's some spam. That's fun. But, and as you can see here, the sale token also has a USD price and a number in the parity category. So super cool. And we'll see how it progresses in the future.